Yeah, what's up, YouTube? You know, it's never been hard for me to apologize or say that I'm sorry. And with that being said, I sincerely apologize to the YouTube black community and any contention that I've caused to people who have viewed my videos. You know, a lot of this stemmed from Trayvon Martin. You think I don't understand that black men get a disadvantage or we don't get a fair shake in America? I'm perfectly aware of that. And many of you all know, that I've expressed that in the past in my videos. The situation was that, you know, when you're on the camera, and many of you all are right. Many of y'all is right. I was cooning. I had on my tap dancing shoes. I was going. And I knew exactly what I was doing. It's just when you get into the mode where you're disagreeing with brothers and, you know, who hold different views, you talking and stuff, and they calling you names and, you know, stuff is flying back and forth, you just keep going. You like, you know, fuck it. Keep going. I'm going to just keep giving this what they want. And I see. And I saw that. I know damn well that Trayvon Martin was killed unjustly. I know that. I know hundreds of black men are killed unjustly in this country. But that's not what I'm here to discuss. You know, when you're on the limelight, like I explained about how we was going back and forth with brothers, you know, calling names and all that stuff, you get to feeling yourself, man. You don't really realize what you're doing. It's for the camera. That's why I say YouTube is just, I'm a cool dude, man. I'm a very cool dude. I'm not an Uncle Tom. My views do not in any way reflect on YouTube. Yeah, I can see it, but in real life, I don't have any Tomness in me, and I think Tom is a term that gets thrown around recklessly. But I don't represent that in life. I'm very aware of race. I'm very aware of what it's like to be a black man in this country. And how there are systems in place. I mean, it's no coincidence, man. But see, the thing with me, I've always been able to look at both sides of the coin. And I remember a professor always telling me, if you want to be a great debater, if you want to be a rationalist, you're going to have to learn to develop to argue both positions. That's the way to do it. So I've never been a one-track person. I've always been able to come from different angles. And many of you all know this. You've seen my videos. And I understand it was strange to you to see how I went from one extreme to the other. But you know what I noticed while doing this? That many of you all picked up on. What I noticed is that the flock of white subscribers that came to my channel, and I have no problem with that. And I will say this, I am not a racist, as it, you know, meaning that I don't want white subscribers. This is a place for all who of like-mindedness. But I noticed there not one white person came who saw my Trayvon Martin videos, which I noticed a lot of how I gained a lot of subscribers. What really bothered me doing that is that none of those white people who made it be known that they're white, none of them said they were sorry for what happened to Trayvon. And I hate to keep harping on it, but it seems like it was the origins of people disdain for me. And I used to sit there like, damn. But I kept going, man. I just kept going. And I don't know why I did it. And I don't partnership. I hear you don't get really anything for a partnership except notoriety, and I don't want that. I make good money outside of YouTube, so I don't need that. But it was strange to see the high fives coming from different subscribers, while noticing the anger coming from black subscribers. And man, you know, real talk, I just apologize, man. I really do. Because I've talked to some brothers out there in YouTube, on YouTube in the past. And a lot of you all cats shared some deep things with me. Like, people have come to me for relationship advice. People have come to me for job interview advice. And for you all to see that and wonder, and me not offer an explanation as to why. It was just something that, it was fun, man. I'm not gonna, it's twisted too at the same time. But anybody, you know, let's just be real. The idea that we don't want people to hear what we got to say is ludicrous. Like, some cats is like, shit, man, I don't care if I got 1 subscriber, dog. I don't care if I got 2 subscribers. It don't matter. As long as my stuff is getting bullshit. We want subscribers. We want people, the many people we can get to listen to what the hell we got to say. It makes us feel good. It makes us feel like what we're saying has some relevance, or that is reaching the people, whoever is being, whoever is listening to it. It makes us feel a little bit like, okay, my message is getting out there. You know, fools is feeling what I'm saying and stuff like that. But I didn't want this attention, because my real thoughts, my real, pure, unadulterated thoughts are not for the weak, you know, the easily, you know, people who are touchy, and, you know, because I say some crazy stuff, man. But like I said earlier, I can go all types of directions, man. I do not want to beef with any brothers on YouTube or any sisters on YouTube. If you about that bull, I don't care if you black or white, miss me with that. But if you about, you know, really talking, man, because I realize YouTube is a vessel, is a vehicle to talk to people from all over the world, man. All over the world, to share ideas. And what did I do? I tap dance. I coon. I'm not going to lie. And like I said, I apologize. I don't want to be out, man. I don't want people, I don't want people running around here on YouTube thinking I'm that, you know, like, that's that nigga who blah, 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 you know. So I asked for acceptance back into the black YouTube community. I feel I got things that I can say that are of use, man. And I ask you guys, please, not to hold that against me for what I did. You know, I messed up. And I messed up. There's no excuse for it. All I'm here to do is ask for forgiveness. I'm not here. There's no excuse for it. And, you know, if cats don't want to mess with me no more, that's fine. But you will always know where I stand. You can always say, well, you know, that nigga was talking all that bullshit about Trayvon and black women. But you were not able to say that at least he didn't come up and at least attempt to express what he did, why he did. And that's the purpose of this video. But this, you know, it's really experimental too. Because like I said, you get to see how white folks really, like, just gravitate to me bashing a young boy who was killed for no reason. And that's the sick and twisted part. And a lot of that stuff got to me. And why I recognize YouTube is just YouTube. It gave me a sample of how society thinks, and how long as you spitting stuff that they want to hear, they're going to continue to, you know, cheerlead and do whatever. But again, in closing, I apologize to the brothers. I want back in, brothers, if you have me. Peace.